Glennis Erickson drives more than 30 miles to get groceries.
Athens mostly, but we do shop at Wellston and Jackson and Chillicothe sometimes.
And she makes this drive once a month.
You have to go prepared. I make a list. I keep a list of things as I run out so that I don't forget to get anything, or we'll just be without it for a while because it's too far to run back to the store every time you need something.
And she's not alone. Nearly 9,000 people in Vinton County travel more than 20 minutes to get food. 3 years ago, the county's only grocery store checked out. That means people like Glennis and fellow Vinton County resident Rhoda Price have to make choices about things that most of us take for granted.
And I held up a banana and asked, how would you like to drive 10 miles one way to buy a banana, or would you rather take potassium?
That problem carries into her work life. Rhoda is the director of the Vinton County Senior Center. Among its services, the center provides transportation and grocery shopping assistance. Last year, center volunteers traveled more than 100,000 miles and delivered more than 10,000 meals. Because Vinton County lacks a grocery store, the center is forced to go far beyond most Meals on Wheels programs. In comparison, the Athens County Meals on Wheels program traveled more than 70,000 miles and delivered more than 40,000 meals. To put these numbers into perspective, Vinton County is 1/5 of the population of Athens County. Food deserts appear in both rural and urban settings. In cities, people sometimes have the option of multiple fast food restaurants. But in Vinton County, there's only 5 fast food places, and 4 of them are in the town of MacArthur. So residents are left with expensive convenience stores for something quick and easy, but those are often used as the last resort.
Occasionally for milk and bread and coffee creamer, a few little things like that.
But for like fresh produce and everything like that,
You have to go away. 30 miles.
Francis McFadden is a chef and nutrition expert at Ohio University. He says that convenience stores are a short-term solution that can lead to long-term health effects.
There's nothing wrong with value dollar stores, but the selection of food is all canned, processed, high salt, high fat, high margin, high calorie, low nutrition density food. That's where the money is.
This problem isn't just for the elderly. Vinton County's younger generation is also affected. Even though schools in Appalachia offer free breakfast and lunch, McFadden says that kids who grow up eating unhealthy food have a harder time adjusting to school meals.
And they have very limited access to the food that they consider palatable, something that they're familiar with. And so familiarity becomes a problem. As you try to introduce all this fresh food to a young student who hasn't seen it before, there's a lot of resistance to that.
Today at the Senior Center, kids can come and get a meal of ham, bread, carrots, pineapples, but to buy this at the store, this meal would cost you around $6. I tried to make the meal and I couldn't even find all the ingredients. That means that families who shop at these local convenience stores are often left turning to something like mac and cheese, which is cheaper and easier. The average income in Vinton County is a little more than $40,000 for a family. Nearly 1 in 5 people living in Vinton County are below the poverty line. So cheaper is not always just better, it's essential.
And you take a look at, you tell, like say a single mother go out and buy fresh broccoli, go out and buy fresh eggplant. Well, you go to buy fresh broccoli at the farmer's market. Fresh broccoli is $4 and eggplants for $3 each. Or you go to McDonald's and get 4 value meals and feed everybody.
There are solutions, though. McFadden suggests programs like community gardens, a place where neighbors can grow and harvest fresh produce to put on their tables. He also says that farmers markets and public transportation can help. And finally, after 3 years, for Vinton County,
The Campbells are coming, and I mean it, we're excited.
while this field doesn't look like much right now, soon it will be home to Campbell's Foodland. The Campbells plan to build a 12,000 square foot location at this spot by Vinton County High School. The store will offer fresh fruits and vegetables and will bring to Vinton County for the first time in 3 years a real grocery store. Rhoda advocated for Campbell's to bring a grocery store back to Vinton County. Several companies came close to building a store, but backed out at the last minute.
It's been so disappointing to have it like that. Yeah, just when you think you do, you don't.
We got our hopes up, and at the last minute something happened that they could not come in one way or another. And so it was one disappointment after another, and so it's kind of like we'll believe it when we see it.
Rick Campbell Jr., co-owner of Campbell's Market, says that places like Vinton County aren't on large companies' radars.
You think it's size of 13,000 people in the entire county. When you go into some suburbs of Columbus, they're double, triple the size of that. So I don't think they see necessarily for them as a larger company the economic increase.
But the Campbell family is no stranger to small towns. They have 2 locations in Muskingum County, and for those in Vinton County, the 3rd location can't open soon enough.
It means more fresh vegetables and less planning in order to have something to eat.
And since they're kind of, a big thing is that they're a family-run company, what does that mean to you that this family is going to bring back a grocery store?
I think that's a great idea because families kind of